My first job here, I was pretty much like a janitor at Chick-fil-A in Times Square. Like literally, I was mopping floors, cleaning up. We had a guy overdose in our bathroom. I cleaned up his vomit. The first half of the day, I had like white windows.
Yeah, yeah.
They'd be like, dude, it was like 40 hours a week I was doing this.
Do you think maybe I could, fry the chicken? They're like, hey, let's take it easy.
You're with that pretty smile. You're a front of house type guy.
Wow, how much do you have to say? Did you say my pleasure a lot, or did you not have to talk?
Yeah. So like when I first moved here, I hooked up with this girl who like worked at Chick-fil-A corporate, and she was like
literally the fucking for every hookup. My son is fucking for a janitorial. He's prostituting himself for Ubers and the fucking privilege to wipe down bum diarrhea from fucking Chick-fil-A.
My son is a whore with no concept of the market value of his own asshole.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. So I was throwing it back for anybody, dude.
You fucked this girl at Chick-fil-A corporate?
Like one time, the craziest thing I saw was like, after the lunch rush, everyone's just kind of trying to catch their breath. There's a big, huge window where you can see like the street on 37th Street in Manhattan. And like, I was like at the front of the door, we'd have like little iPads to kind of catch people as they come in to like be more efficient.
Yes.
So I'm taking this guy's order, right? It's like just me and him in the store. It's like after lunch rush. And then as I'm taking his order, this like a truck associated with the fire department comes and like a few guys get out, not a fire truck, but like, whatever.
Yeah, like a SUV.
Like a truck
with the emblem
department.
on it.
Yes, and it says like the fire department in New York. And these guys get out, they lift up this manhole, and one of the guys climbs in, and within seconds, fire exploded from this manhole. The circumference of the manhole, like 20 feet in the air.
Oh my God,
and I'm watching it happen with the guy whose order I'm taking, and he is like he just saw a ghost.
Right.
I'm like exhausted.
Sure, you're
like
at work.
I'm more work, and dude, this guy's like, you should
can't
do
believe
something.
9/11/2 is happening.
He was like, you should call 911. And I'm like, would you like to make that a meal?
Yeah.
I'm like, why you call 911, guy?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm on the clock. What do you think? I'm a public servant?
Yes, now I do everything. Oh, I'm sorry. And I just jumped through the window and saved this guy. And like, so this guy was like horrified. He told like, I remember like talking to the people like at the front desk. He's like pointing, and they don't give a fuck.
Of course.
Everyone there was on food stamps.
Yeah.
And like, they're like, fuck you,
yeah, what are you getting
or whatever.
paid at Chick-fil-A?
A minimum wage. Yeah, if it was $15 an hour. And then
that's only because you're in New York.
Yes.
Anywhere else, it would have been so much less.
I mean, pennies. And like, so we got one free meal.
Look up Florida minimum wage. Let's compare
brother, it's just, I was rich compared to where I came from. And so we get one free meal, and then like one meal is 50% off that we couldn't take home with us. We had to eat it there. But like, yeah. And then so the explosion thing happened. The two other guys like peered into the manhole and then got back in the truck and left.
The guy.
Yeah, that was what I saw. I don't know what happened, but like that was the full arc of the story. They put the manhole cover back on and just fucking drove off, dude.
I mean, hopefully that guy got out somewhere else.
You would hope. Maybe they looked down. They're like, okay, we're all good.
Yeah.
But it was like, it was weird. It was like cartoonish.
Yeah, those guys didn't seem troubled, did they? Or did they?
They were like, what was that? Yeah, curious. Curious would be the expression that they had on their face. So that was like obviously the craziest day. And then like the way, I ended up quitting that job. The last thing that
quickly or how long? 2 months you said? Or
I did there for like 2 months. Yeah. And then like I remember like a month after I quit, there was like this dude that I was like became like friendly with or whatever at Chick-fil-A, and he was like one of the cooks, and he'd hook it up for me sometimes, like, and he like DM'd me on Instagram. He was like, hey bro, how's it going, whatever, and we're just kind of chopping it up, and he's like, hey look man, I gotta bail my boy out, can I get $20 from you?
Oh my
yeah,
God,
he like hit me up like get $20
for $20.
Yeah,
and you hadn't talked to him.
I didn't talk to him like over a month. Yeah,
damn, dude.
So that was the last I heard from that Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Damn,
so,
it's a good Chick-fil-A,
It's great. I still eat Chick-fil-A. That's how good Chick-fil-A is.
Yeah.
So I did all that, and I still enjoy their dishes.
22 months though is like it's such a funny menial labor ass job to get.
It was definitely, I think, the most menial labor job that I had.